It is August, which means it's time for another episode of Today in African History. Several major events took place today in our world, and we're going to quickly travel across the continent to see what they are. But before we do, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already so that you never miss an episode. And without further ado, let's get into it. Our first stop takes us to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where we find ourselves in the year 1960, in the midst of the Congo Crisis, which followed the nation's independence from Belgium. The southern province of South Kasai declared its secession from the central government under the leadership of Chief Albert Kalonji. His state was centered in the town of Bukwang, a region rich in minerals. This action followed shortly after the May 1960 independence, when political instability caused by rival factions seeking self-rule or independence led to the Congo's first prime minister, Patrice Lumumba, calling for a national conference to resolve the crisis. With support from the central government army, provincial leaders declared autonomy, prompting Lumumba to launch military operations to reassert control. After his resignation and the ensuing chaos, South Kasai became one of the regions engulfed in the crisis. While it had previously declared its independence in May, it was only on August 8 that the central government forces captured Bukavu, the provincial capital, forcing Kalonji's government to flee. This event marked a significant escalation in the Congo Crisis, highlighting the challenges of nation-building in the post-colonial era. From the Democratic Republic of the Congo, we travel across the continent to Zimbabwe on August 8, 1998. A summit was held in the capital city of Harare aimed at finding a peaceful resolution to the ongoing war in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The talks involved key players such as Zimbabwe, the DRC, Uganda, and Rwanda, all of whom had military interests in the conflict. However, despite mediation efforts, the talks broke down due to conflicting demands and mistrust among the parties involved. This failure had significant regional implications, contributing to the continued instability and violence in the Great Lakes region. The inability to reach a ceasefire agreement at this critical juncture underscored the complex web of alliances and interests fueling the conflict and set the stage for further deterioration in the region. In this episode, we have seen how on August 8, 1960, South Kasai declared its secession from the newly independent Congo, and how 2 decades later on the same date, peace talks to end the First Congo War failed. These seemingly disparate events can be viewed through a broader lens, reflecting patterns of instability, division, and the quest for self-determination that have resonated throughout Africa's post-colonial history. The secessionist movements, the struggle for power, and the pursuit of peace are themes that continue to shape contemporary African politics. Moreover, the events of August serve as a reminder of the complexities of African history and the interconnectedness of various conflicts and events across the continent. The Congo Crisis of the 1960s, for example, had deep roots in the country's colonial past and the hasty withdrawal of the Belgians, who left behind a power vacuum that various groups sought to fill. Similarly, the First Congo War in the late 1990s had its origins in the aftermath of the Cold War, when regional powers and international actors with conflicting interests converged on the DRC, formerly known as Zaire. As we conclude this episode, it's essential to recognize the agency and resilience of African peoples in shaping their own destinies. Despite the challenges of colonialism, neocolonialism, and internal conflicts, Africans have demonstrated an unwavering commitment to their cultures, identities, and aspirations for self-determination. The quest for unity, stability, and peace remains an ongoing process. The scars of the past may run deep, but through dialogue, reconciliation, and a commitment to inclusive governance, African nations can work towards healing old wounds and building a more sustainable and equitable future for all their citizens. Thank you for joining us today for yet another insightful journey through African history. Remember, you can make a request for a specific topic or date by clicking the link in the description below. Your engagement keeps our story alive. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay connected. And as always, this is your host, reminding you that Africa is watching.